federal court judge decided to use technicality to rob me and other members of a powerful political party, the African National Congress, of justice. And then whenever any legal pronouncement does not deliver justice, it fails automatically. So the judge, according to what I heard from our lawyer, claimed that we did not contest claims made by a litigant who was expelled from our party earlier. But we did very robustly. In fact, so that I break it down to people who may not be lawyers, the judge knew that I was not in town. Dr. Malcolm Fabi, who was the Deputy National Chairman, was not in town. And as a result, he offered to give another substituted service so that we could be reached and respond within 7 days. I'm sure he was shocked that we could respond within 7 days. We did respond. And as soon as we responded, the judge said he needed more time, even though he said he wanted to hear this case expeditiously. And I supplied to the judge a page on my international passport showing that I left Nigeria on May 12th. Yes. And the judge admitted it. But guess what? The next week, the judge sent that international passport to the River State Tribunal. My passport. That passport was used in quashing the case against Governor Wike. But today, the judge is now claiming that I'm not serious, that we did not contest the case, whereas a document submitted in his court was used to fight the tribunal case for Wike in Port Harcourt. So you can get the game right there, the game they are playing. But we know that a judge cannot impose on any political party a contraption. We are legitimate leaders of the party. We formed the party last August, and the party has done so well. In fact, it's one of the most prominent parties in this country, and we knew that based on what we did, they will come after the party.
But you are trying to. Mr. Sowore, you are denying that there was no ruling today. But we have to
you are the one interpreting. You are the one. No. You are the one interpreting my. It's possible that you have not listened to my answer to you. I said that a federal judge made a ruling today. Of course, that was my first answer to you. How could I have said there was no judgment? I'm just saying that we disagree fundamentally with this judgment because it's not served the end of justice. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but Mr. Omoyele Sowore, I hope you listened to the lawyers in court. He's also talking about your international traveling, and from what you said earlier on, the court seemed to have a contrary view to your statement.
No, yeah, that's what we disagree with. The court had in possession of its. It had the possession of my international passport to show seriousness of how I take the court. I sent my personal information to the court to say I left the country on May 12th. The case was filed on May 14th, but they also filed another secret case in an FCT court that was not involving me, asking for the same relief on May 13th. And then the court that claimed that I did not take his case serious sent my international passport to the River State Tribunal to be used in litigating the case there. I hope you understand what I'm saying. So,
yes, I get you now.
Yes, because you misunderstood me earlier. I'm saying that it is the court that did not take its job serious in ensuring that justice was served in this case. And this is why Nigeria is in this mess. Because judges are playing games, with justice. And that cannot stand. It doesn't matter how long it lasts. It doesn't matter how powerful these judges are. This country must be saved from a compromised judiciary.
Are you planning to appeal the judgment of the Federal High Court?
Oh, we started the process already. One thing I should also add is that when we applied for the certified true copies of what they filed earlier, the judge denied us access to that. That was to enable them do what they were doing in River State. Let me explain to Nigeria. This is all about Governor Wike wanting to put an end to the litigation against him in River State. And I know that he's the one behind this. But I know that these elements they are using to go after our party are mercenaries. Today they could be voting for PDP. Tomorrow they could be available to the APC. So it doesn't matter. These are mercenary elements. But we will regain our party, we will regain our movement, and we will regain our country. It doesn't matter how long it takes.
So now, I try to tie this whole issue of leadership also in your party to what happened in Rivers State. You just mentioned it here, where the APC adopted your governorship candidate. And I believe that, just like many Nigerians believe, that the foundation of all this crisis is from that issue. Do you think there are those working with other political parties to bring you down and the AAC?
Oh, of course, it started as soon as I started contesting as a presidential candidate in Nigeria. You remember that when it was time for debate, a presidential debate, I was excluded. I went to court to challenge it. The judge, on the day he was supposed to deliver judgment, told us that he remembered that he's on vacation. So he can't give us any judgment. He sent the case back to the chief judge. The case was never reassigned to any judge today. So there has always been a gang up against me. When I brought Sahara reporters to Nigeria in 2016, the Senate president then, Bukola Saraki, went to a court in Ilorin, seized all the money we have in bank, they froze all our accounts. It wasn't until we got to the Court of Appeal that we were able to retrieve our money. We know that justice will eventually be served, but it will take time. And we must fight for the soul of this country. Like I said earlier somewhere today, if we take the party back and we don't take our country back, they will come back for the party and steal it again.
So if you feel that they will come back for the party, what are you planning to do to stop that from happening?
We have to take this country back. We have to fight for the soul of this country. As I'm speaking with you, I'm in Nigeria. And I am believing strongly that without a revolution in this country, we don't have a chance. And you guys know, because I know we're not friends, you know my position with even AIT. But when they came after you, which had won, that they will come after everybody. When they came after you, we stood, regardless of our disagreements on principle. We stood with you. And today, AIT is back on air because of the conscience of this nation. So they are going to go after everybody they can go after as soon as possible. It doesn't matter who. But until we fight for the soul of this country, it has to be a revolutionary battle. And I no longer miss word about it, that we can't save this country by words of mouth alone.
Okay, thank you very much. The chairman of the African Action Congress, Omoyele Sowore, has been speaking on the issue, on the outcome of the ruling by the Federal High Court in Abuja today. You will notice that the AAC became polarized following the adoption of its Rivers State governorship candidate by the APC in the state. But he just told us now that the crisis began when he came out as a presidential candidate of the party, and ever since then, there's been an attack on his personality, and he's fighting very hard to make sure that the party returns to its original self, and they will take back the party. I would also like to inform Nigerians that the factional national chairman of the party, Malcolm Fabiyi, initially promised that he was going to join us on this program, but a few minutes to the start of the program, we observed that he stopped taking his calls. He actually told us that he would like to appear on the program to discuss the issue, but up till now, we have not heard anything from him.
That couldn't be the personal chairman. That could be the national chairman, because Malcolm Fabi is in the US, and I don't think the person who is parading himself as chairman is Leonard Ezenwa, not Malcolm Fabi. Malcolm Fabi is the deputy national chairman of the party, and he's based in the US. He's in the US. I don't think he's the one that promised to appear on the show.
Okay, so he's not the one that took you to court?
No, he's not the one. They took me and him to court. It's Leonard Ezenwa who took us to court on behalf of Governor Wike.
All right, thank you very much, Mr. Sowore. We're out of time. Thank you for being a part of this program. Remember that we will, as I said, we can take your tweets. I was expecting to take 1 or 2 tweets today, as I have with me here, but the time will not permit me to do that. I would have loved to take some of the messages that I have on my Twitter handle. Remember, you can drop a comment on my handle at EJ Osabo. Until we return tomorrow, 10 p.m. is the program. We'll still be looking at other issues tomorrow on the program at 10 p.m. Nigerian time. Until then, have a wonderful night.